What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz. Round two. All right. Thanks to Temper for pointing out that I am a moron. He didn't say that. I'm saying that. Um, this is the second version of this video, by the way. So uh, hopefully you didn't see the first one. I completely disregarded the ground rules, which I took 5 minutes to explain. I did not follow the ground rules when building my bracket. So I've come in, made some tweaks, made some adjustments so that it my bracket plays into the ground rules accurately. And so we're going to do this again with some slight adjustments. The ending is the same. So if you want to skip to the end, go ahead. But the way we get there is different. So let me run through the ground rules again of the college football playoff 12-team deal. So you get 5 conference champions, okay? You got the Power 4 conferences plus 1 G5, the top G5, highest ranked G5 conference champ. So that's your 5 auto bids. Then you got your 7 highest ranked teams. Again, this is all, the 7 are subject to the committee's rankings, okay? So you got your 5 conference champions, 4 of them are from the Power 4. Then you got your 7 highest ranked teams. Now, the 4 highest ranked conference champions receive the first round bye. So probably going to be Big 10, SEC, ACC, and Big 12. Those teams will get a bye. You're not going to give, typically, I can't imagine you'd give a group of 5 team, a conference champion, a first round bye over an ACC, even an ACC team. I'd be fine with it because the ACC sucks. But anyways, you get the drift, I think. So the 5th conference champion will be seeded where it was or ranked at number 12 if it was outside of the top 12. So, and you'll see in my bracket that the G5 conference champion is at number 12. So the non-conference champions ranked in the top 4 will be seeded starting at number 5. So 5 through 12 are the non-conference champs. Then you got 8 teams. They'll play in the first round. The higher seeds will host the lower seeds either at their campus or a site that they choose. So the higher seeded team gets to choose where they play. So if they want to, like if Ohio State were number 5, for example, they would choose where they play their game. Could be Columbus, could be Indianapolis in a dome. Gene Smith has said he always wants to play in a dome where they can use their speed, right? So I'd imagine Ryan Day's probably fine with that too. But anyways, just wanted to point out that the higher seed gets to choose where they play, whether it's on campus or a designated site. So then one of the more important last aspects here is the bracket will follow the committee's rankings with no changes. So like there won't be reseeding after the first round or the second round. So rematches are very real and very much in play. So that's the way it'll work. The highest seed will receive preferred placement in any bowl assignments. So the bowl games obviously are going to play a role in these games. The higher seed will get the preference of which bowl they want to play in. So let's get into my bracket here. And so first, I wanted to show you the seeding matchups because this is important. This determines the first round where teams are matched up, and also determines the second round in the quarterfinals. So you got the 12 versus the 5 up top, 9 versus 8 is next, 11 versus 6, and then 10 versus 7 at the bottom. Now those teams, the winner of those games, will move on to the quarterfinals. Oh, by the way, that first round is Friday, December 20th and Saturday, December 21st. So before Christmas, you got some nice college football presents here. So in the quarterfinals, the winner of the 12 versus 5 will play the 4 seed. The winner of the 9 versus 8 will play the 1 seed. So yeah, not not a great road to the championship. Then 11 versus 6 will play the 3 seed, and then the 10 versus 7 will play the 2 seed. All right. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can see this visually. I'll try and explain as best I can for podcast listeners. So here are my teams as I see it. Starting at the top in our 12 versus 5 matchup, Boise State versus Texas. Those are your 12-5s. And then I got 9 versus 8. I got Penn State versus LSU. Then 11 versus 6. I got Notre Dame versus Oregon. 10 versus 7. I got Alabama versus Missouri. Yes, I got Missouri in the playoffs. I think they're going to have a good season. So that gives you, and then the top 4 seeds, they get a bye. Number 4 is Utah. Number 1, Georgia. Number 3, Clemson. Number 2, Ohio State. Now, I know what you're saying. Why the hell is Clemson getting a bye? Because they're going to be a conference champ, probably. It's either that or Florida State. I'm not even considering Miami. So the winner of the ACC definitely will get a bye. That's why I don't believe in these auto bid bullshits. Auto bids are for the birds. Get them out of here. But this is the structure we have for this season, at least. So Buckeyes at number 2 there. So let's move on into the playoff semifinals. So in the first round, Boise State loses to Texas. Texas moves on to play Utah. Then Penn State loses to LSU. LSU moves on to play Georgia, the 1 seed. In the Notre Dame versus Oregon game, I got Oregon moving on to play number 3 Clemson. And in the Alabama versus Missouri 10 versus 7, I got Alabama beating Missouri, the higher seed, to move on and play the Buckeyes at 2. All right. So next round. Okay, here's your winners. I got in the Texas versus Utah 5 versus 4 matchup. I got Texas moving on. Then LSU versus Georgia. I got Georgia moving on. Then in the Oregon versus Clemson 6 versus 3. I got number 6 Oregon moving on. Then in 10 versus 2, I got the Buckeyes beating Bama once again. Nothing new there, right? So here's your final 4. Texas, they were a 5 seed. Number 1, Georgia. Number 6, Oregon. And number 2, the Buckeyes. All right. Now here's your national championship. I got Texas losing to Georgia, and I got Oregon losing to the Buckeyes, which sets up our national championship January 20th. It's a Monday, I know. Take the day off, plan ahead, but take Tuesday off too. So number 1 seed Georgia versus number 2 seed Ohio State, as it was written, as it should be. And we get payback from 2022. Buckeyes win. Buckeyes are your national championships on Monday, January 20th. National champions, not championships. Buckeyes win the national championship. Jesus. Anyway, that's my bracket. Let me know what you guys think. Please hit me in the comments. You know how to get a hold of me. I'm curious who you have in the seeding. You know, do you have a different G5 team going in there? Do you have a different ACC team going in there? Does Oregon make it? You know, we got our dreaded potential third matchup with Ohio State and Oregon in the playoffs. Everybody said it wasn't going to happen. Well, it happened. 2, 3. I got 4, 5 SEC teams and just 3 Big Ten. Plus Notre Dame, if you want to count them. You can't really, but so that's how I see it playing out. Notice somebody notable is missing from this bracket. The cheaters. The cheaters didn't make the playoffs. 4 losses doesn't get you in the playoffs. I don't care what conference you're in or what you did last year. So cheaters don't make it. Sorry. Not sorry. So I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.